Welcome, my fellow Hive minions. SnowBee here with, well, something different this time around. Trader Rekt, a formidable survivor in the post-apocalyptic world of 7 Days to Die, has harbored a deep-rooted desire to completely obliterate the Dishong Tower building. The towering structure, once a symbol of human accomplishment, now stands as a haunting reminder of the civilization that has crumbled. Trader Rekt, his motives stem from a resentment towards the establishment that once thrived within its walls. The Dishong Tower, in his eyes, represents the corruption, the greed, and the exploitation that led to the downfall of society. Well, effectively, he is basically a bastard and just wants to blow it up, and has hired me to do so. However, I am more interested in some comments that the fun pimps have made related to the new physics. They mentioned how blocks are now less performance hungry, and overall breaking and exploding blocks were given some TLC to make them more realistic. Even though buildings will, well, still fall apart in a similar way as before, the game should actually handle it better now. So why not, just for the sake of enjoying blowing stuff up? In the past, I've seen that Jwoodle, Glock, and Cap have tried, all in the old alphas, way back in around about Alpha 16, 17, and 18. They went all out, and generally with their explosives, they never really did a clean wipe of the bottom floor. Sometimes they had to add more or do things to remove the bottom floor completely. Glock did a good job in Alpha 17 with his attempt, but he also did clear away quite a few things first before he did the final explosion. Things have changed a lot in the tower. First, the tower looks, well, a hell of a lot better. Obviously, when compared to Alpha 16 to 18, it looks really pretty now. There's now a huge number of assets and extra items in the POI, so I'm curious to see how these will take the whole falling apart. On their computer, the lag was crazy, extremely low frames down to 0 and then taking a few minutes to settle. At times, nothing would happen, and the whole process of the building destruction would take a whole in-game day or more to finish. So, 3 alphas later, how have the fun pimps progressed with destruction? As mentioned, I want a complete severing of the bottom floor. I want this annihilated. I want so many explosives that there will be a crater over here, and 0 support for anything. We have numerous problem areas, such as the fact that, well, we've got concrete, 5,000 hit point. Concrete also has various points where there are 10,000 hit point steel supports, especially on the ground floor. Now, these would probably be a bigger threat to the total collapse, except for the fact that there is only wood under some of them. There is also concrete under various other ones, but for me, I think the biggest problem will be the area at the back. And I see that there is an area under the stairs, but overall this lump of concrete is probably my biggest enemy to leveling the bottom floor. I have over 3,000 barrels. Actually, nearly 4,000 barrels. So this building is going down. First time. Right, let us add some explosives. Cue the music. So, nearly 4,000 barrels later. I must admit, the barrels look quite pretty. I mean, I could stuff it more, but I think it is already pretty much overboard. I have an i7 13th generation CPU, 4080 graphics card, and 64 gigs of memory. However, I don't think it matters how good your PC is. This is going to be a lag fest. What I do know is that there is going to be a crater over here. It may take a while to come down, but I can't see the bottom floor surviving with this kind of payload. Well, hopefully. A final touch, an annoying Samara. You, young lady, can just go here in the middle. Don't worry, you will be just fine. If all goes well, you will be having a lot of your friends joining you just now. Right, it is time. Let us watch as my computer melts. Right, let's do it. Man, that was a lot of rounds. And here comes the drop in frames. 12 frames, 2 frames. My computer is dead. 0.6 frames per second. This is completely dead. I move my mouse a bit, it's doing nothing. Wow. That does look pretty beautiful though. Oh, this is just such a beautiful sight. Okay, there's stuff that hasn't rendered. I'm assuming all those barrels did blow. Yes, there we go. They're all disappearing now. 1.6, 1.7 frames per second. You can hear it starting to pick up. It's getting faster, the falling debris and falling blocks. Yes, you can see them coming down. Okay, 20 frames per second. Oh, that's not so bad. That is not so bad. Ooh, look at all the screamers down there. Screamers are starting to rock up. Oh, wow. It is really looking good. Okay, let's have a look at these blocks. Come on. Hopefully this completely was destroyed. It looks like it. Wow, there's a big crater over there. Yes. Okay, there's just a whole lot of debris, a whole lot of iron and so on. So I'm happy to say that the stairs were gone. I mean, that big block of concrete at the back with where the stairs were, that was completely obliterated. We've definitely got that crater that we wanted as well. So there is nothing left of this part. And we should now just get a complete crumbling of this building over time. Of course, let us see how long this is going to take. I love it when things blow up, and I've not been disappointed. So, kudos to the fun pimps, I think. We have a really good looking game. Usually performance takes a knock when you have a lot of good looks in a game, but we certainly haven't gone backwards over here. I mean, once the explosion occurred, the game really just could not cope, and everything just froze up, which is no different from previous alphas. However, the rebound was very quick, and I mean, in a short time we saw 20 to 30 frames per second without any problems at all. So there's been some optimization that is certainly paying off in this case. But we've got a consistent 30 frames, well, let's say not 30 frames a second, but around about 27 to 30 frames. I see there's a lot of rubble that's starting to accumulate in the center and various parts of the building. So that should also come falling down eventually. Everything has been severed. This whole bottom part is gone. The amount of destruction is fabulous. Let's have a look at all these screamers. Okay, nothing over there. There's definitely a couple here. Wow, they're just all popping up. If we go back down this end, circle around, there's probably a whole lot of screamers. Yes, there is definitely a whole lot of screamers on the field over here. Geez, in that guy's garden. Look at them all. Yeah, so what I'm looking for is what happens at the end. Is the building going to be completely coming down? I know in previous alphas with Jay Woodle, he's 3,000 barrels, more than 3,000 barrels, didn't bring the building down at all, even though most of the bottom part was all blown out. With Glock, he got the whole building down, except for maybe 5 or 6 frames that were still stuck in the air. Though with him, water was still floating in mid-air as well. So he had water in the air floating around. And we know already that with the new water physics of Alpha 21, we have seen that this is certainly fixed. So I want to see if the entire building is going to be removed or if we're still going to have parts stuck in the air. Okay, I think what we can do is let us jump forward a few in-game hours. We are back. There's not much left of this side of the building. If we have a look here, there's not much left at the top, I don't think. Yeah, most of the top is all gone. So the front, most of the left, the whole of the right is gone. It's the back that is also still pretty much intact. Let's see, what happens if we decide to take a walk on the top over here and let's go down. Block or Cap, I think, did an episode where they tried to blow up the building and they then ran down from the top floor while it was falling apart. Though as the building took so long to break apart, it's not really much of a problem, I don't think. And as the stability is removed from under them, then more and more starts to disintegrate. I wonder if I can get down here without breaking a leg. Hey zombies, how you guys doing? Everybody happy? Well, Rekt got his wish. I'm sure he's going to be happy. Yeah, just truckloads of rubble. I'm sure we could just jump off here, but there, then I would definitely break something. So let's see. Now I'm assuming all this rubble is going to disappear eventually. Oh, okay. That almost led to probably a sprain. Chair, let's go down. Okay, maybe we go across the toilets. We can jump. No, it's not toilet and basins. Nah, okay. Whoa. Okay. Hey there, businessman. How you doing? Don't mind me. I'm just coming through. Whoa. Okay. You can just hear everything just falling apart around me. It's actually quite fun. Well, maybe not so much fun. It just feels like everything is going to fall from around me at any second. Okay, let's get a move on over here. Maybe we can jump onto that light down the bottom there. Maybe not, it's a bit far. I may miss it. Let's go up here. Maybe I can still jump onto the light? No. Let's head maybe to the back end and find some other better rubble to jump onto. Yeah, we can get along here. I think we can step on these plates or whatever, rubble. Ah! Okay, sorry. Jeez, yes. Okay, sorry about that. I really thought I was going to fall there all the way down. Okay. Yeah, if I fall now, I could maybe miss a sprained leg or something. Maybe I should jump onto those white, I don't know, blinds or whatever they're called. These white things, if I could just get onto it. And then I go down. Ah, okay, missed. Oh well. Too bad. Sprained leg. Damn, I thought I would get down in one piece. Shouldn't have been that difficult. Okay, so yeah, most of the building now is gone. Whole front, probably the whole left-hand side. I haven't looked over there again yet. Most of the right-hand side and the back should, I think, still be intact. Has that started to crumble? Ah, there we go. It's starting to, yes, it's starting to crumble now. So, going to speed it up until the last part. Okay, there is not much happening. I really thought a lot of these things would fall. So there are lights, there's doors, there's chairs, sofas, paintings, various items all dotted around. Now, I thought all these things would fall. So I've given it a bit of time, but from what I can see, nothing is falling in. I'm surprised that so many things are stuck up here. And I know compared to Alpha 16, 17, 18, 19, there were a lot fewer assets, a lot fewer of these different lights and sofas and things. But I really thought they would fall. I find that really strange. And I'm not talking about the sleepers that are spawning in. So that is that. Overall performance is definitely better. It took 30 minutes in real time, only 30 minutes from the time of the explosion to when everything stopped dropping out of the sky. The blocks definitely appear to be less resource hungry, so breaking and exploding blocks are more realistic, but they don't kill your PC as much as they used to. Even though buildings fall apart in a similar way as before, the result I think is smoother and better. So that was hopefully a fun way of wasting some time. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.